What's going on, everybody? This is Austin Carter here with Origin Story Athletics, and today I'm bringing you episode 4 of the OSA journey of being an athlete again. In this series, I'm just implementing and showing you the tools that it takes or that are necessary to become an athlete again. So let's dive right into the video. So for week 3, day 1, I started with some plyo push-ups. I did 5 push-ups, as in it would essentially be 10, dipping down and then back up. This was for 3 rounds. Trying to be explosive I can, just warm up the chest before I go into my primary movement, which hopping in was bench press for 4 rounds of 6 reps. This was 165, starting to get my strength back, starting to push the weight. This is going to be supersetted with, again, just some band pull aparts like it has been, but this is for 4 rounds, 15 reps. Just going to go right into a incline dumbbell bench for 3 rounds of 12 reps. This was 40s. Just trying to build that upper chest. Then going to go into the next accessory lift, which is a bent over row, trying to get that chest parallel to the ground. This is going to be also 3 rounds for 12 reps. Here I'm going for 95 pounds for those 3 rounds of 12 reps. Again, towards the end of this, my chest starts to come up. I'd like to keep that more parallel. So for the next accessory, I had been doing some barbell, but I wanted a barbell shoulder press. I switched it up and went some Arnold shoulder press, going from that pronated grip up to the supinated, up and, rotating that shoulder. This was for 3 rounds, 12 reps as well. Really felt the burn here as I rotate that shoulder going up. Same thing for, our little arm finisher here. Got the red band going single arm tricep extension for 3x12 on each arm. Going to be supersetted with some bicep curl. Here with the red band, I do start to grab higher just to get more tension, more resistance on that extension for the tricep. Supersetted with 3x12 of dumbbell hammer curls. So hopping into day 2, I started with some internal hip rotation with the pigeon stretch. This was for 10 reps of each side. Apologize for my dog in the way. This is my parents' dog. I was watching him for the night, so he made the clips. But again, just some internal hip rotation here, trying to get that foot off the ground. I did 2 rounds for 10 reps of each leg. This is really gonna activate the hip, especially going into your primary movement. This is a great mobility exercise, something you can do every day to help your hips. Want to keep them healthy as possible. So I hopped into some lunge switches, trying to switch as quickly as I can, forcing myself to stabilize within that ankle and that knee. In the sports we play, there's a lot of stability that needs to be done within your sports, and just forcing those fast switches is going to cause my ankle and knee to have to stabilize. I then went into some vertical jumps here with weight resistant. Just holding some 10s here, trying to get up as high as I can. I did these for 2 rounds, 10 jumps. Those switches I also did for 2 rounds of 10 switches, which was 5 each leg. Trying to hit my head on the beam. Then went into my primary lift, which was hex bar deadlift here. Getting a little stronger, trying to push the weight. This was 4 rounds of 6 reps. This was 255. Again, it's going to be supersetted with the monster band walks. I went with green band, trying to, activate more glutes and the hips here. This was 4 rounds of 10 reps, and that is supersetted with the hex bar deadlift. Then went into the first accessory, just some dumbbell step-ups. This is going to be 3 rounds of 10 reps each. I feel it more as I keep my foot on the platform, going 10 reps with that one foot, and then I switch. Your grip's going to also play a part in this. which is great. Then just went into the second accessory, just some hamstring curls with the green band. This was 3 rounds, 12 reps. Then just some good old calf raises with a pause at the top for 3 rounds, 12 reps. So for day 3, I hopped into some iso lunge holds. These are great. Isometrics are great for your tendons and just working on stability within the ankle and knee here. Then went into some lunge switches, which was 2 rounds, or lunge jumps, I should say. 2 rounds, 10 jumps. The iso lunge hold was the left and right leg trying to hold for 1:30. Here I just went into some mobility. Just wanted to show you some of the static stretching that I did before my upper body movement. Just trying to open this shoulder, work on the pec here. Just trying to get a good stretch. Then I went into the back side, wanted to warm up the lats before I went into bench press. Really feel the pull here, control my breathing. You don't have to have a band. You can, if you have a bar, your pull-up bar low enough. Then I went into some wall slides. This was 5 rounds of 5 reps. I should have 5 points of contact as I do this: your wrist, elbow, shoulder blade, neck, and your hand. Hopped into the primary lift, which was floor bench press of 4 rounds, 6 reps, pushing 165 here, which is good. That's what I was doing on normal bench. So again, getting stronger. This is going to be supersetted with some face pulls, which will also be 4 rounds of 12 reps. Purple band, trying to hit my forehead there with the elbows up. Went into a dumbbell bench press, which was 3x12 with the 45s here. Then went to the second accessory lift, which was pull-ups, trying to get as many as I can for 3 rounds. Max pull-ups. I got 9 pull-ups on this first round, which is progress from last time. Then went into some lateral dumbbell raises, which is going to be 3 rounds of 12 reps. 12 reps. And then going into a reverse tricep extension. So I'm going reverse grip here, almost like if I was curling. Going to start at that 90-degree angle. Going to extend. I did push, so that was 3x12 for that. Then I did for my barbell curls. I pushed the weight here, put some 10s on each side. Only got 1 round, and again, that was 3x12. Then for the core, did some Superman. Want to work that back side, lower back. This was 2 rounds, 60 seconds. Going into day 4, I did some good mornings, just trying to warm up the lower back a little bit. Felt a little tight before, after the warm up. So I just wanted a good stretch, warm up the lower back a little bit more. And that was 2 rounds of 10 reps of good mornings. Going for the stretch here. No need for heavy weight, so just stuck with the bar. Then I went into some pop-ups, trying to work on some explosion here, being explosive. This was 4 rounds of 5 jumps, starting on the ground, popping up, trying to hit the ceiling with my head. Obviously, I'm not going to, but that's the goal, try to hit my head, not on those beams. So went into the main lift after getting warmed up. I went into front squat of 185. This was 4 rounds, 6 reps. This was death. My legs felt fine. The upper body and core were dying on this front squat. But this is going to be supersetted with the front glute bridge, laying on my back, heels in the ground, trying to get my pelvis up in the air. And that's going to be 4 rounds of 10 reps supersetted. So then I went into my first accessory, which was lunges, 3 rounds of 10 reps each leg. Had the 40s here. Definitely felt it more after pushing 185 on the front squat. Again, I like to stay with the same leg. Going to get more of that activation. And so that was 3 rounds, 10 reps each. Went into some dumbbell RDLs. This was also 3 rounds of 10 reps. Having the 40s here. Get a good stretch in the hamstring and lower back. The last exercise of the accessories before hopping the core was just some Toe raises, trying to get the toe up as high as I can. This was 3 rounds of 20 reps, just holding a 45-pound plate right on my knees, so more of that load so I can feel more of that stress. And then lastly, changed it up, went with some leg swings. I got 5 leg swings here for 2 rounds, and then I finished with the other 5 being knee tucks. This was 2 rounds of 5 reps for each, so 5 leg swings, then right into knee tucks for 5 reps. Definitely felt this the next day. Just a different type of movement, a little bit more activation, or more specific of hitting that core. Thanks for watching, guys. Excited to get episode 5 out to you guys. I love the support. Thank you.